Hey, Mr. Anderson, you got a second?
Sure, BJ, what's happening?
I want to write a poem, but when I sit down to write, I don't know where to start, and it's beginning to frustrate me.
Okay, sounds like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Let me help take some of that pressure off you. Often in life, it's the simplest of understandings that helps uncomplicate things. All poetry is feelings turned into words. That's it, feelings turned into words.
I'm feeling hungry, so maybe I'll write my poem on the cheeseburger.
That's actually not a bad idea, because what I suggest for new poets is when you first start to write poetry, you write about something that you're already passionate about or something that you already have an interest in. It could be something nostalgic, like a fond family memory, or it could be a sport. You play sports, BJ?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What sport do you play?
Baseball.
Baseball. Okay. Let's try this. Give me 3 words that would describe how you feel about baseball.
I feel passionate, excited, and grateful for the game of baseball.
Okay. Now give me 3 words that would describe you as a baseball player.
Exciting, confident, and joyful.
Cool. BJ, how long have you been playing baseball?
About 12 years now.
12 years? BJ, exactly how old are you?
15.
So you've been dedicated and committed to something for 12 years of your 15-year-old life.
Yes.
Very impressive. Have you ever faced any adversity along your baseball journey?
Yes, I actually had an arm injury last year that prevented me from playing. I missed my whole freshman season, and I was very discouraged.
Okay. Now give me 3 words that would describe how you face that adversity.
Determination, hard work, and drive.
Cool. See, now you have 9 words that you can use to navigate through your poem. See how that works? When you write about something that you're already passionate about or something that you already have an interest in, you already have an opinion of it. Opinions are thoughts. Thoughts convey words. So when you write about something that you're already emotionally invested in, your energy should be higher. And this should give you a greater writer rhythm because of your interest in it.
Okay, Mr. Anderson, I could definitely wrap my head around that. I'm definitely passionate about something.
Well, I'm beginning to know that about you, BJ. So I'm about to run down the hall. You do your thing. I'll be back to check on you. By show of hands, how many writers do we have in the audience? By show of hands. Okay. Now, by show of hands, how many writers do we have in the audience who struggle a bit with writing? By show of hands. And finally, by show of hands, how many writers do we have in the audience who struggle with writing but do not write poetry? By show of hands. Oh, how do you not know what you do not do? I'm here to help. Writing poetry helps with many forms of writing in this sense. We all have our own unique vibration. The way we talk, the way we breathe, the frequency in which we receive and process information are all rhythmically connected. But often, we are out of vibration. Poetry is rhythmic. And in that rhythmic consciousness, we channel creative currencies, creative energy, if you will. Within those currencies, there lies revealing. When something is being revealed to you, you are being made aware of it. Awareness is healing. The more you know, right? So, and this helps with a more calm and organic vibration, which helps with your creative instincts, your creative vibration. Self-awareness, self-actualization through your own inner rhythm. So when you're channeled in, this is how you should feel when you write. Poetry helps reveal secrets that you're keeping from your own self. Can't lie to that. Look at that. So, and I know it works because I'm writing a screenplay. And this has been the most daunting writing task that I've ever taken on because you have to explain everything. Cut to her. She looks this way. She looks befumbled. Cut back to him. Why does he not recognize what she's trying to process? Cut back to her. Meanwhile, across town, and all of these things going on. And you have to do it for every scene. So my writing energy had begun to drain out, dry up. So I started writing the outlines to these scenes in poetry form. I'm telling y'all, things became more 3D. I was able to express my intent more vividly. And I'm not suggesting that you write, everything in poetry form, but this helps unlock things. And for me, it gave me the rhythm to go. So now when I'm writing, right back to here, on the inside. That's all I'm feeling. So, and poetry isn't just to help write, help your writing energy. Wasn't so long ago that I foolishly thought that I had fought all the battles that I was going to fight in life. All the wars, I thought I fought them. lost a wife, had hip replacement surgery, all at the same time dealing with a horrible skin disease called dissecting cellulitis of the scalp. And I'm talking about the pillows. My pillows used to look like war zones. And I'm trying to heal this organically. So I have the sheet cloth and I got onions and I'm walking around the house. Kids think I'm going crazy, trying to heal this stuff organically. But in that time, I started writing. I was writing. And like I said, poetry is revealing. So these are 2 lines. I'm going to repeat 2 lines to a poem that I wrote. And it goes, I fought hard through this life with all of my might, big and strong and still been bested. But struggle is a part of life in which the strength of your resolve is tested. So with that new understanding, first thing I did with that new resolve is I put that sheet cloth up, and I went to the dermatologist, and sometimes in life you have to, sometimes in life you have to heal yourself, to move forward, But poetry, man, it's a beautiful thing, and it just helps you express things more vividly. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start writing rebuttals to my significant other in poetry form. It's going to be a win-win, because first of all, she won't be able to match that energy, hopefully, and second of all, I'm going to make her mad. It's going to irritate the heck out of her. The arrogant breaths of your soliloquies. Probably get the remote through at me. So there are many different forms of poetry, worldwide, literally hundreds. And so there are no right or wrong ways to write poetry. However, there are some bad habits that can cripple your poetry instinct. One bad habit I see in young writers, my young students, is when they find something that resonates with them, they repeat it over and over again, subconsciously. And if you're trying to do that on purpose, then you can do that. But if not, you have to be mindful of that, because the listener will hear your intent. And the second biggest and baddest bad habit of all is that. BJ, I've been sitting here looking at you for about a minute. Why do you keep erasing your words?
Because I know what I want to say. I just don't know how to put it into words.
Okay, so you have the words, you have the topic. It seems like you're not trusting your writing instinct. We already established the fact that all poetry is feelings turned into words. So you have to trust the fact that your feelings are valid. Just like when you're playing baseball, you have to let it grow. You have to stay in the game. When you're up to bat, what is your goal?
To score.
What is the quickest way to do that?
By hitting a home run.
But you don't always hit a home run, do you?
No.
Sometimes you have to stop at every base to get to your goal. In this scenario, those bases represents your emotions. You have to stay in the game, man, and let your pen grow. Let me ask you this. Let's try this. Who is a poem, and what is a poem that you like, that resonates with you?
There's this poem I do like called Harlem by Langston Hughes, and it goes a little something like this. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode?
Mr. Langston Hughes, BJ, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so let's try this. Let's see how you can take what inspires you about Mr. Langston Hughes and put it into your own work. Remember this, BJ. If your message is sincere, if your words are with thought, and if your energy is willing and able, you will be heard. Be bold, young man. In all things life, even in something that can be as charismatic as poetry. Be bold.
Okay, Mr. Anderson, I think I got it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the young phenom, BJ Clark.
The title of my poem is Adversity versus Innovation. Is adversity something to erase or embrace? To me, it is something you look at dead in the face. Don't flinch, step back, or retreat, but keep moving forward with the fire under your feet. See pressure and don't let it break you. Let it make you, take you, and cultivate you into the person that you want to be. Take what you want and shine, because one thing guaranteed in life is that you're losing time. At the end of the day, you must love yourself, and most importantly, love what you do, but also have a driving passion and the courage to be your own crew. You must be excited in your field, and you can never let adversity make you yield, but also dominate your field by being grateful and humble. And if you don't take these small celebrations, your career will definitely start to tumble. You will be rewarded if you do these things, because hard work always has a joy that it brings. Innovation can spark the creation of nations if you use it right. You already have the tool you need, your mind. Now be bold and open up your sights. Be your own storyteller and don't differ from your light. Thank you.
Sweet.